Hello, everyone. It is the Fruits Basket Podcast. We are back chatting about some fruits and some baskets. So, Fruits Basket Episode 7, Spring Comes. Toru visits the Soma estate, where we learn that Hattori had to erase the memory of the one he really loved to save her. Well, technically to save her life. But years later, Kana passes by as the person who loved Hattori, and is in love with someone else. This definitely breaks the guy's heart, but at the same time, Kana doesn't. Toru asks Shigeru what the curse is, but she'll only get an answer when the time is right for her to have the answer. So, like, she goes to, at the beginning of this episode, she goes to visit the Soma estate, because in the last episode, Hattori was like, "You gotta get over here, or something bad's gonna happen to you, or I'm gonna cut you deep." And it turns out she never got cut deep, but Momoji. There we go. I'm close, but I'm never exactly correct.
Yeah, I just come up with my own name for half the characters because I forget the real name. That's why, like, Kyo is Mr. Kitty, Shigure is Dog, Momoji is Bunny Girl Senpai.
All right. So, we find out in this episode that Hattori is a freaking seahorse. And I love that. I love that so much. You have no idea how much I love that he is a seahorse.
Yeah, I like the reaction to it, too. Just how, like, he wanted to keep it secret, but we knew that something was going to happen and Toru would hug him, so...
Right. I like how Toru's like, huh? Oh, it needs water!
I was like, oh, she's not even weirded out by the seahorse. Like, oh, water, okay.
She instantly is like, definitely needs water. And I like how afterwards, Hattori's like, just remember, like, if this is a real seahorse, you can't put it in bath water. It'll kill it.
Oh, wasn't it Kana who put him in the bath?
Yeah, so this is a pretty cool thing, actually. Throughout the episode, they were making a comparison between Kana and Toru, and they're pretty much very similar throughout.
Yeah,
except for one key difference, which was a question that he asked Kana and also asked Toru: "What happens to snow or something when it melts?" Yeah, and then Kana's like turns into water. Toru's like, spring season begins.
Yeah, Kana said that spring comes from snow, and that Kana was the Dr. Spring. And then at the end, Toru answered the question the same way. Yeah, one of the things that I thought was interesting at the start is just the whole atmosphere of the estate and how, like, she picked up on that, and just through the visual, we kind of felt it too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The estate is interesting, actually, because there's like all the people who live there are in the Soma, like it is the Soma estate, like everything is technically.
Yeah, because it has like 150 people in total. They have like 50 for the main family and 100 on the outside. So yeah, that definitely shows it's a big family. Though it makes me wonder if, I guess, not all who are on the inside turn into animals then, because that wouldn't make sense.
Yeah, it seems they do have some people that work for them, right?
Oh, not even just work for them. I think they're part of the family, but they're not a zodiac.
Oh, okay. So only the Somas that aren't, like, the only people that are allowed in it is the Soma family in general.
Right. In the inside, they have to be part of the main family, but I don't think all the main family is a zodiac animal.
Also, so the person that Hattori had, we got that answered pretty much almost immediately in this episode. It wasn't Toru's mom like I thought it was. It looked similar when it was blurred out, but it was Kana.
Yeah, and I feel like a lot of things with this episode, they were just trying to, like, set it up one way, but it ended up not being nearly as important as we thought.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's just like how Hattori does things. He, like, sets things up thinking you're really great or important, and realize, oh wait, it's not that much, or is it?
I thought this episode was gonna have more ramifications for Toru and stuff.
Yeah, but there really wasn't much. It's just her learning more about the Doctor and Momoji to a degree.
So Akito may be a super bad, not nice person.
Yeah, that's kind of my impression too.
Yeah. So Kana and Hattori fall in love, and they go they go like into Akito and they're like, please let us marry. And then Akito's like, no, I will not allow it. And so I think Hattori gets pushed into a mirror. Is it a mirror?
Yeah, I was like, that's what damaged his eye.
And Kana mentally breaks down after that because she thinks that she's the one who did it, and she hurt, and it because of the curse. This is a really confusing part because we don't know what the curse is yet.
Yeah, and what I'm wondering is why Akito is being the way he is, because yes, I agree he seems to be the bad guy, but I feel like he has a reason for doing what he's doing that at least makes sense, somewhat makes sense.
Yeah, I do wonder, because apparently what happened to Kana was because of the curse, and they're not allowed to marry, which is even like adds more mystery to what went down there.
Right, like why is the marriage so important?
And didn't they say they wait, okay, so did they actually confirm that they could not get married either way?
No, Akito did not want them to get married.
Okay, so they're okay. Sure, man.
But the question is, why didn't he?
Right. And it seems like Akito is maybe using Hattori for something, or doesn't want him to do. Maybe he sees Kana as this avenue for Hattori to split off from the Soma clan family.
I like to give him a new loyalty.
Yes, and so what better way to keep Hattori loyal than to get rid of Kana?
Right, and that's one of the things I was interested in, is like all the characters, at least except maybe Momoji, don't seem to have any issues with Akito despite all the stuff that he's been doing.
Right. Although it is a very unfortunate thing, the whole thing that went down with Hattori and Akito. And then later on in this episode, actually, we see Kana walk by Hattori, and it's like one of the most like just one of the saddest things in this whole episode.
I didn't see it as sad so much because the sad part was them losing each other, but it's more like happy is that she's able to find happiness regardless, and he is happy because of that.
Yeah. He's definitely happy because, yeah, you're right. She's found that happiness. And he's also incredibly sad because the person she's in love with is not him.
Yeah, there's definitely some sadness there.
And it seems like what they felt is definitely like love. So to see that she's moved on to another probably just ripped his heart out.
Yeah, definitely. And especially since it had been so long since they actually saw each other, and she doesn't remember anything, but he does and saw her, and yeah, that just brought so much back.
Yeah. That's definitely like, that's one of the biggest. I don't know, it wasn't like a tone shift or anything, but it was pretty surprising when they showed actually what happened and the look on Kana's face.
Yeah, and something interesting about Kana is like she was blaming herself for all that. So,
right.
I'm wondering why, because it seems obvious you would think that the person who did that to him would be the one to blame.
Yeah.
Unless Akito has some sort of like mind control power when he was saying like, he kept saying that this is Kana's fault, and she seemed to believe him.
I think it may have something to do with the curse. Or maybe it does have something to do with the curse. If you're one of the Soma, you can get this curse, so she was one of the Soma, right?
And I wonder if the curse is affecting Toru because of what she's being with Yuki and Shigure and Mr. Kitty.
Ah, yes, Mr. Kitty, Kyogamesh.
Yes.
Or are you actually talking about Mr. Kitty?
Either one could leave her with the curse.
Okay, I can see it. Mr. Kitty is a curse.
Exactly.
I don't think she will get it though, because she's not a part of the Soma estate family thing.
Well, all the Somas seem to be really closed off from the others. So I wonder if that's because of the curse in addition to their animal shape-shifting, or ever how that works.
Possibly. Though why would they... If this curse was so bad and would affect Toru, I don't think they would have let Toru stay with the Somas after this episode.
Oh, Akito doesn't... Or not Akito. The doctor does not want her to.
Hattori.
Yeah, Hattori wants her to leave and forget them so she'll be safe and not affected like Kana.
Yeah. I think could the curse be their true form? Because we got that a couple episodes ago.
I don't quite see how that could work, but I think they're definitely connected. Anyway, so something else from this episode was Momoji asking Toru if she was glad to have met him, and along with the rest of the Somas, and even though she doesn't know him that well, she's still grateful for that. So I just thought that was a neat thing for Toru.
Yeah. Momoji is great.
Yeah, I really like him so far. But there was another interesting, probably not reference here, and that's with Toru and Kana being so alike. And they're both dragons in Mr. Kobashi's Dragon Maid.
Yes. Kana and Toru. Wow. The Dragon Maid just copied Fruits Basket.
Yes, I wonder if that's intentional. Because it doesn't... It seems like too much of a coincidence.
Janet says Momoji is 15.
Alright, that's all I needed to know. Well, something else that... Well, let's see, I did that one. I was talking about how the family, they all seem to be good people, but they're closed off because of their curse. And that means they can't treat people the way that they want to. That's like how Hattori is seemed to be really threatening Toru, but that wasn't really it. He just wanted to help her.
Yeah. That's an interesting thing about all the Somas, is that they have this really thick exterior shell. But on the inside, they're broken.
Yeah, and Yuki and Kill are both really that way. Shigure, not so much, but you can tell that he's more of a loner type.
Shigure probably is super broken.
Yeah, I'm curious to learn more about him. And Momoji seems to be...
I don't think there's a character in this show that isn't broken on some level, and I don't. It's kind of like. It's kind of like when you see it's always the innocent type that has the darkest kind of or the demons, right? It's always the comedians that have the demons or whatever.
Right.
The people you least expect it, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. So
that means Momoji will have had a really tragic backstory.
I'm thinking that's it. I think he may have a really bad one.
Yeah.
Kind of sad to see that.
I've heard things involving Momoji that are sad. I don't know what they are, but that's what I've heard.
I mean, well, we've already seen Toru. We know Toru well is having a really tragic past.
Yeah, and she has everything with her family last episode or the episode before.
Yeah.
And just shows how it has made her a good person because of that.
It's really incredible how well they're doing that part. And I think the more the show goes on, I think the more we'll see of that side of these characters.
Right. Something interesting I thought when they ended the episode, Toru was reflecting on how she understands more, but she feels like she doesn't understand anything. And I thought that was just a really interesting way to put it, but it makes a lot of sense. She knows there's more that she doesn't know.
Right. That was actually one of my favorite lines of this episode. Was that she got her answers, but not in the way that she wanted to, and the answers that she got only led to more questions. So she was back, not necessarily at square one, but she's
she has more questions than she did at the beginning of the episode.
Yeah, she's not exactly, she is basically square one.
Yes, and I think that now we'll start to answer these new questions, which I'm really interested in seeing.
Oh yeah, for sure. The curse, what
Right.
like the whole everyone's backstory. Like as we get more and more into the series.
Yeah, like why did Yuki and them not live with the rest of us? Why is Kyo a cat when that's not a zodiac and all that?
Oh, also Kagura. We may end up liking her.
I mean, this show's good, but is it really that good?
There you go.
Back to pissing off all the viewers.
I don't even hate Kagura that much. Oh, God.
Yeah, I'll trust Fruits Basket though, since I am liking it so much.
God, is that it?
Yeah, I think I went through all my notes. The camera, the dog coon, Akito. Oh, Akito using Toru somehow. Did we talk about that?
I don't think we did.
Yeah, that was brought up, and then Shigeru saying that that's not what's going on, but I wonder, like, feel like the truth is kind of in the middle there.
Probably, yeah. Probably.
But yeah, that's the only thing I had. So, like, I want to understand, like, what is Akito's plan and goal and all that. And we also know that he's really sick, so...
Oh, at the end of the episode, Toru, this is a really nice little moment. Toru is like, at the very end, like, since she knows about Hattori's past and Kana, she's going to cherish the time that she has with however long that may be with the Somas.
Oh, yeah, I missed that one, but yeah, I really like that mindset.
Yeah, Toru is like the king of that mindset of being really positive and not taking everything for granted, because she, in many ways, she is the most, well-off character emotionally than any of the other characters, seemingly.
Yeah, and I just love that mindset, too, saying things might change, they might get worse, she might not be able to be with the Somas. It's like, embrace the time you do have with them.
Mm-hmm. Yes, exactly. And that's just a general good rule of thumb, is to embrace the people that want to be embraced by you, and cherish it, and don't take it for granted, because it will go away one day, and that's not a yes, no, maybe, or well, that's not a no or a maybe, that's a yes, because it will.
Well, it's like today was my last day of my job I've had for several years, so yeah, it's like this time has ended. There might still be some contact, but it's like in many ways that chapter of my life is over.
Yep.
So yeah. So embrace the time you have, because it will end or change or something.
Exactly. BTS Army says, yeah, or no, is it? Oh no, it's Mellow Serenity says, who's your favorite character so far? Ooh, that's tough.
Oh, my first answer would be Kyo, but I think it might just be Toru, because of like how much she drives everything in her personality.
Yeah, like the first person I went to is Toru, because she's just really good. She's like a really good character. She says like a bunch of really meaningful stuff, and she drives the plot forward. As you said, she's a vehicle for the plot in many ways.
I really like the Kyo and Toru relationship. Not necessarily romantic, just they're both the characters and they're dynamic and all that.
Right. I hate to bring up Fate again, but I'm going to.
We haven't done that too much this episode.
I think 0 times. The Shiro Imiya and Rin Tosaka relationship. It's just a brother and a sister kind of thing. And it's kind of the same thing with Kyo and Toru, but not as deep as their relationship is.
Well, I remember the stuff you're sharing with me about Shiro and Rin last night, so...
That people are just gonna have to join my Discord server to figure out what I was talking about there, because I was talking about, okay?
Yes, it was a strategy meeting that went to other places. The impression I got.
It was definitely a strategy meeting.
They were definitely planning stuff and how they were going to do things.
Definitely how they were going to take out Gilgamesh. And there was only one way they were going to be able to take out Gilgamesh. And you would not believe the way they figured out how to take out Gilgamesh. It almost doesn't involve Gilgamesh. Actually, it doesn't.
Or does it?
Or does it?
Have you seen the Gilgamesh battles in Fate Khalid?
I have not.
They're awesome.
Got any other characters that you see liking? I think Momiji is growing.
I dislike other than the character whose name I forgot that we both don't like.
Kagura.
Yeah. Yeah, every other character I like, just not as much yet.
I feel like since like Momiji, every episode he gets better and better. And initially I didn't like him that much because I thought he was a trap, and I'm like, oh god, no, please, why? And
what if he is a trap?
No, god, no, please, why? But as the show goes on, I'm like, I actually really like this character. He's just kind of an oddball little character. Like, he's just there, and he seemingly has no importance quite yet. But we'll see.
Well, you can say that about some of the other characters too, but I definitely think he will.
I can't wait to get his backstory. Where you figure out they're like, Momiji, you gotta learn Japanese, and he was like, 9.
I want him to speak more German.
Also, I mean, the main 3, Kyo, Toru, and Yuki are all great.
Yeah, they are. Kyo's and Toru are my favorite, but Yuki's great too. Just not quite as good for me.
He's a total babe. Let's be honest.
Yes, he is, but still. Yep, I now ship C and Yuki.
Wait, you ship me and Yuki?
Yes.
I don't deserve that, sir. I don't deserve that.
It would not be the worst ship I've shipped.
Well, I mean, I'm not going to say no.
Okay. So yeah, that's all my sarcastic comments about this episode.
So, if you haven't already joined my Discord, and go check out Rising Sun's channel, where can they find you?
They can find me on YouTube at Rising Sun Reviews. The link is in the description, I think. They can also find me on Anime Amino, where I've been posting lots of things and triggering entire fan bases as much as I can because that's fun. And Twitter, where I go on political rants against Donald Trump every other Tuesday, and then Nancy Pelosi every other Wednesday.
Okay, he doesn't do that. He's tricking you all. Don't be fooled. Also, join my Discord. Did I say that? Join my Discord. It's in the description. Join my Discord. Join my Discord, please. We need more people to talk about Fruits Basket. There's tons of people in there. We got Thomas.
Yes, Thomas is cool.
The tank engine.
We have Jamie, who's cool and talks about Fate with me sometimes.
Right. Also, you have C-Tactics, who talks about Fate way too much. But trust me, after my Heavensville video is done, I guarantee
you'll talk about Fate more.
I'm gonna be really tired of talking about Fate in general.
Don't worry, I have like 3 videos on Cleat, so there'll be enough Fate stuff to go around.
I'm okay with that. So with that being said, thanks everybody for checking out this podcast. Bye-bye.
All right, goodbye.
Bye-bye.